Okay, there are way too many famous actors and actresses in this movie, and it has to be only one viable reason how this transpired. Sexual favors.
Win or lose, I am so proud of y'all. You're gonna win. What game are we playing?
Basketball, coach.
What color is this kid?
White.
Y'all gonna kill those Caucasians.
But look at the fundamentals.
The fundamentals, you're black, they're white. This ain't hockey.
Welcome everybody to MaffmanJones Movie Reviews. I am John Maffio, and today's featured movie is the ensemble comedy film Movie 43, which off the top of my head stars Hugh Jackman, Kate Winslet, Emma Stone, Halle Berry, and the list goes on. There really is no story to this movie, but the way the plot unfolds and is depicted, it's about Dennis Quaid, who is dressed in teenager attire, which is really unusual to see, and he's pitching basically what Movie 43 is. And that's all I got for you. This is genuinely the first time that I sat down to review a movie, and just thinking, I just really can't say much about this movie, because it has absolutely no substance. It is flat, and it is more shallow than Casper the Ghost. But I have to say, this is basically like Saturday Night Live if Saturday Night Live was on HBO. And first of all, I don't mean that in a good way, because if you have half a brain and you watch Saturday Night Live in the last 5 years, it pretty much sucks. And live from your movie theater, it's Movie 43! I'm not being metaphorical or cryptic here. Concerning the acting, there's absolutely no reason to get into that, because it's pretty much guaranteed that everybody went into this movie just because of pleading, begging, or just simply for a paycheck. If anybody involved in this movie was doing it for the heart and the soul of it, they had to be on crack. To promote discussion of the core of this movie, the comedy sketches, most of them have a decent idea at play, but the actual execution is unnecessary, gratuitous in comedy, and just dragged out. You're watching some of these sketches and you've seen them in the commercials and you're just thinking to yourself, I imagine this much funnier in my head. And for the most part, the humor in general is more of that potty mouth, immature humor that I have no problem with. It's just that it was really over excessive in this movie, and there was maybe 2 or 3% of cleverness or originality in terms of the humor. However, there were 2 or 3 sketches that I did enjoy to an extent where I chuckled a lot, or I actually laughed out loud, almost to tears. I can't lie about that. And that's all I'm gonna say. I can't say anything else. Movie 43 is terrible for the most part. There are 2 or 3 highlights that you might find memorable, but for the most part, it's extremely forgettable. The jokes are mostly missed rather than hit, and it felt very awkward at points, because it became so gratuitous to the point where you're just like, shut up and move on. And some critics are proclaiming this to be like the Citizen Kane of awful movies, and that's going way too far. This movie is not that bad. There are some fun moments to be had, but it is terrible. It's a bad movie. I wouldn't recommend it. I would recommend it if you're at a party and you need a movie to watch and you're drunk or high. Then you would have an extremely great time with this. But that isn't a compliment. Yo, bro, get that bud, light it up, and get the Ciroc and pour some drinks, because we're about to watch Movie 43, yeah, bro. My rating for Movie 43 is going to be 1.5 out of 5 stars. Inquiring to you, if you've seen Movie 43, you plan to see it, God help you if you do, let me know you thought about it in the comments down below. What was your favorite sketch, your least favorite sketch? Please like this video and subscribe to MaffmanJones if you enjoyed this review, and also check out my Facebook, Twitter accounts, and We Live Film in the info box. I am John from MaffmanJones Reviews. I had to say also that this movie, this wasn't filmed last year. This was filmed over the course of the last 5-6 years, because certain people didn't look like they do now. Chloe Moretz, who was Hit Girl from Kick-Ass, she looked really young in this movie, and she looks nothing like she does now in that movie. Either she's growing really fast with her puberty, or something's off. Alright, off my tangent, my rant is done. See you next time.
Just when I thought it couldn't get more offensive.
Boom!